5 signs that you're already building wealth, even though your bank account may not show it yet. You know what nobody tells women who are building wealth after 50? It's that it doesn't look like you think it should. And the reason is because what we're sold as the idea of wealth is big houses and fancy cars and exotic vacations. Today I'm going to show you 5 signs that you're actually building real wealth, even though you may not feel it yet. Because here's the truth. Women who actually make it to financial independence aren't the ones showing off fancy purchases like exotic cars or exotic vacations. They're the ones that are shifting their mindset to freedom. So stick with me, because at the end of this video, you'll see that you're a lot further along than you thought you were. And if that resonates with you, please hit the like button so other women get a chance to hear that too. The first sign is that you've stopped measuring wealth by the things you accumulate. Something shifts when you're really starting to build wealth, and it's something that you don't notice at first. But you quit looking at the scoreboard. You're not looking for that magic number. Instead, you start asking different questions. You're not asking, how much should I have? But you're asking, what would this money need to do for me? And you're not asking, am I behind? But you're thinking, oh, what is the lifestyle I'm building toward? And how can I get there? So this is a massive mindset shift. Because wealthy people, truly wealthy people, don't chase money for just money. It's not a big numbers game. They use money as a tool for freedom, a tool for peace of mind, a tool for options. And that's what you're starting to think too. That's a change that happens quietly. It's not a big aha moment. It's just a slow growing realization that it's not the number that's important. It's what wealth can actually do in your life. It's proof that wealth is no longer something that you're externally chasing. It's something that you've internally adapted. The second sign that you're already building wealth is that when your income grows, your lifestyle still stays pretty steady. You no longer feel that with extra money coming in from a side hustle, or maybe you've paid off a fairly major debt that brought you more cash flow. Maybe in the old days, you would have felt something that you have been wanting, but wouldn't let yourself have. That would be your excuse to go ahead and book the flight or schedule the remodel. But now you realize that it's not really something that you have to do right away. The new you with the new financial maturity, you don't feel a need to fill that gap with new stuff. The people in your life probably don't realize that you've had a change in your financial situation because you're not changing how you live. But internally, you feel the difference. Why? Because you've learned something powerful. Wealth isn't the amount of money that comes in. It's the amount of money you keep. And that's how wealth is built. While everyone else is spending to look rich, you're quietly becoming rich. Sign number 3 that you're building wealth is that you're living in anticipation of the future and your retirement. Most people are chasing instant gratification, but you've shifted your entire timeline. Think about it. The wealthy people that you know have got there through patience and strategy. They have played the long game while everyone else is chasing those quick wins. And now you're starting to think that way. You're not thinking of a 5-day impact from a sudden windfall. You're thinking of 5 years. You're already doing what 90% of people do not do. Quiet wealth isn't loud, it's disciplined, and it works. Sign number 4 that you're building wealth is that you've created financial breathing room, and you're not really telling anybody about it. There's a sign that's very subtle, and you may not realize it, but you're not living paycheck to paycheck anymore. It's snuck up on you, and you're quietly keeping it to yourself. Nobody else needs to know that you're starting to build wealth and that things are getting easier. You have money sitting in your account. It's your emergency fund, and it can cover your emergencies. That cash buys you time, it buys you peace of mind, and it keeps you from being desperate in a difficult situation. You can say no if you don't want to do something because you know you have the backup. It also gives you the chance to wait for good opportunities. That cushion is worth more than anything you could buy. It gives you the ability to have confidence instead of worry as you walk through life. And that's priceless. So you've started to build this wealth quietly. And it's not just something you're chasing anymore, even though you might not have thought of it that way, but it's actually something that you are manifesting. The fifth sign that you're quietly building wealth is that you are valuing time more than things. And this is a fundamental mindset shift. Because in our society, we are expected to hustle, to be productive, but when you start to value your time, you want that time to be meaningful. And so you no longer just fill your time with busyness. Instead, you want to do things that give you joy, and you're making choices that are meaningful just to you. Because here's what happens when your finances stabilize. You realize that wealth isn't about needing more, it's about needing less and wanting to experience more. So you give yourself permission to have quiet breakfasts, long walks, conversations with friends that last a while, and it doesn't matter. So you choose the meaningful over the impressive. You choose a class that lights you up, a trip that feeds your soul, and time with people who matter to you, doing things that give you and them joy. Real wealth isn't what's in your account, it's the freedom to choose what your days look like. If you're choosing experiences and meaning over stuff that doesn't really matter, you're not just doing well financially, you're living wealthy in the way that actually counts. Wealth doesn't just announce itself. It isn't just a magic number. It's a calmness in your soul, knowing that you can handle life's challenges. If you've seen any of these signs in your life, even just one or two, then you are definitely on the path that not that many people get to. You're no longer just surviving. You're quietly building something that's truly yours. So if you're starting to feel that quiet sense of freedom, even just a little bit, you're not just doing well, you're actually wealthy. So remember, retirement isn't an ending. It's an invitation to a more meaningful life. And you're building the way to achieve it. So if this video helped you see your progress differently, or if you realize now that you're doing better than you thought, give it a like so YouTube shows it to other people who would also like to know. So please subscribe to the channel, Her Empowered Retirement. And I'll see you next week. Stay positive and take care.